Yeah, I think these are great conversations. I mean, I am definitely more on the skeptical end. It's part of the end of things like critical race theory, whiteness studies, and so on. Kendi. But what I don't want is I don't want to be um, doctrinaire in my own way. I don't want to be ideologically stuck in the ground. Like these are hard conversations. They're hard questions. And I read. I mean, my reading on this is very ongoing. I find myself agreeing at points. I find myself disagreeing, and I think intellectual honesty is absolutely the main thing for me. And I think we all want to end racism, racial inequality, and all of that. But we all sort of recognize just how difficult it is, how the sensitivities involved, and so on. But in the end, what I care about more than anything is intellectual honesty.
Hey, Jonathan, I have to make a counterpoint to that. I have to, because
Yeah,
this is something I
all in the
hear.
instances of honesty. Sure.
This is something that I hear all of the time. I hear this so much now, and it bothers me every single time I hear it, which is
Yeah.
that we all want to end racism. That is just flat out not even close to true. And like, people have to stop saying it because it's not reality. And it's not the reality that people are living in. It's not the reality that any of us are living in. So we need to acknowledge that, because you know it's going to be really hard for us to dismantle racism if people think that we're all on the same page in our motives. And it's not, and that's not true. Some people are simply out there to protect whiteness, and that's why they're being contrarian. There's a lot of people like that out there, and there's a lot of
Yeah,
powerful people like that out there.
we'd have
So
to work through that, but
yeah, I definitely think we should talk about that.
I mean, if you want to, we can do that. But the main point I really wanted to make there was simply that my main motivation here is intellectual inquiry, honesty. I'm really not trying to be. I mean, there's words that go around like grifters and whatever.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
not a grifter, Jonathan. I would have had you on here if I thought you were a grifter, or if I did think you were a grifter, I would
yeah,
probably have told you that
like
directly.
I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I'm not. This is just something that arose. I didn't. It just and I became curious about it. It was drawing on ideas that I studied as an undergrad in philosophy, and look, I'm just trying to take this seriously, and I'm not going to agree with everybody on everything. I'm not going to disagree with any, but I just want to try to get it right. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
we're gonna,
Let's just
you know,
investigate as we should be. And I agree. We should all try to be intellectually honest in this investigation. And I think that's what you're doing, man. And I applaud you. And thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you making yourself vulnerable and putting your ideas out in the public sphere. Really appreciate it, man.
yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. It was great.
Thanks for watching. For access to the full length conversation and all of the 2 hour long, unedited conversations that I've had on race, click the support link in the description below. Thanks for your support and see you next time.